everybody?
Woo!
Amazing. We got Robb Quinn on, and might I say, that is the sexiest shirt I've ever seen in my life. I'm just throwing it out there. Had to be cautious of the situation. I'm about to go change and come back. Damn.
The only thing better than this shirt is to not be wearing this shirt.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll let it roll. What's going on, everybody?
What's up, everyone? Which group are we in, bro? I'm trying to bring it up, try to see the comments.
So so this is actually for our Dash University members. So it's not live, not broadcasted anywhere. It's just going to be the recording. And then we're going to take that, we're going to put it and upload it in the membership area, and then the hundreds of people that are in Dash U are going to be able to go in there and watch it after. We're going to have some people live that are going to go throughout, but most of the time, a lot of people are watching the replays. For those of you guys who are watching live, hashtag live in the chat. For those of you guys who are not, we will see you, or actually you will see us during the replay. But
that's right.
Guys, today we got a special guest. We got Mr. Robb Quinn. Guys, Robb Quinn is killing it in the agency space for showing people how to go out and do prospecting. I think is the number one thing. And then also sales. So sales and prospecting. This man is the guru of sales and trying to point the right way.
Where are we?
This man is the guru of sales and prospecting. He's going to show you guys something incredible, something insane, something phenomenal, something that's going to blow your water. Something, blow your socks, blow something. He's going to blow something. Robb, what are you going to show them today?
It's got weird so fast.
It
Guys, Chad, first of all, thanks for having me on, bro.
You're welcome, brother. Thanks for coming on. That's first and foremost.
Yeah, man. So this is going to be awesome, guys. We're going to make this super dense. So make sure that, like, if you're watching this, you're taking notes, because we're going to get into, like, exactly the psychology of how we dive into really driving conversation and appointments via Messenger, which, by the way, let me just say this. We've been doing so much automation when it comes to Facebook groups and moving people through this ecosystem. And I'll show you guys a map. I'm sure I can share my screen here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, guys, like, intimacy marketing, like actually having conversations, I dropped the ball on how big this was because we were just so focused on, this type of lead generation through automation. So we started focusing more on using this, the platforms we use, by the way, guys, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. So what I'm going to do here in a sec, I'll show you guys the ecosystem and all that good stuff. But man, I'm super pumped to be able to share this with everybody here. Let me see.
So what's the one thing that you're going to unload today that's going to blow people's minds? I know there's this one thing, because I know you were talking to me about it. You said, Chad, there's this one thing I want to share. I haven't really shared it much in my group. I haven't really shared it with anybody. And I remember when I asked you, I said, Robb, are you going to come on this insane Dash University episode? You said, yes. And I said, but Robb, what are you going to share with the people? You said, I got one thing that's going crazy. It's bananas. It's getting prospects in the pipeline. What is that one thing?
So that one thing, guys, is my automation flywheel.
Oof.
And what we're going to do is show you that and how the ecosystem can generate you appointments while you sleep without any ad spend. Oh God.
Those words combined are illegal.
Oh God.
While you sleep and automation should be illegal, but we're going to let that ride during this. And what?
And $0.
And $0. That's like a criminal offense. Just
I don't even know how to feel about it.
You get thrown in jail for shit like that. Okay?
I just said it, and I don't know how to feel about it.
There's no taking it back. It's already been said.
Oh my gosh. LOLs. I'm pumped, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Okay. And then I'm going to show you the script and how we actually go about the conversations.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm excited. I got my notepad. I'm going to be taking notes.
Woo! Let's do this. Okay, so number one, can I just share what the ecosystem looks like?
100, brother. Share your screen. Let's do this.
Let's take a look. So guys, don't be overwhelmed when I show you this. This is what's possible, but we're going to start from square one with messaging first, and I'll show you an example of what that messaging looks like. So don't get overwhelmed when you see this. But the way this works, it says Facebook group automated ecosystem, but the truth is, we're actually changing the name to just the automated organic flywheel. And the reason why is because we're actually using, we created YouTube funnels, which aren't pages, landing pages. They're actually, it's a funnel on YouTube. And a lot of people, this is a brand new, it's a fairly new concept. The only people that are really using it are really like established YouTubers. They don't talk about it for whatever reason. So anyway, so we're gonna be changing this and adding that in. But the way this works, guys, this is the math, okay? This is how we do it organically while we sleep. We generate, I meant to pull this up, but we're generating 60 to 80 appointments. And I'm not saying like leads, guys. I'm saying 60 to 80 booked calls per month.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
First and foremost, screenshot. This is the time we screenshot, people. I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this because I'm redoing all my campaigns when I'm done. Bam. Been screenshotted. Guys, this is for one, Rob doesn't have to come on here and share these secrets. This is like a lot of people that they go into Rob's program. This is the shit that they get. So for one, thank you for coming on here and sharing this. I know this is not free content by any means, but you guys, this is like amazing. So screenshot this shit and I'm going to let you keep going, Rob.
Yeah, definitely. So are you cool if I go into like how the ecosystem flows before we get into the messages?
I am cool with anything you want to say.
Sweet. So guys, the way it's going to work is a lot of the time, this is why I freaking love the organic automated flywheel, is because we're leveraging assets, digital assets that you already have. So what that means is if you have, actually, can I stop share? You guys probably already screenshotted this.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, you know what? I'm going to reshare. This way you can follow me along. I don't know what's happening right now. One cup of coffee in. So anyway, so guys, sometimes people have a YouTube channel and that's it. And they do well on there. Sometimes people have an Instagram account and that's all they have and they do well on there. Sometimes they have a Facebook group and they only have that and do well on there. Other times they're running ads that have nothing else and they're killing it, which by the way, you should run ads. If this is just like, yeah, you should always run ads when you have the capital. But then some people have none of it and they just have a Facebook profile. Okay. So we combine those things, all of them, into the organic automated flywheel. So the way it works is you have this lead magnet funnel. Okay. And the way this lead magnet funnel works, most people are familiar with this term lead magnet as, let me give you an email and then I'm going to send you that free thing and then I'm going to send you to a thank you page. That's how most people see it. If you go to a lot of my YouTube videos now, which are all being redone for this flywheel, what you're going to notice is a lot of them are just that. The old ones where you get download and opt-in and they get something free, that's what it used to be. Okay. The way this works, unless you're running paid ads, wherever your platform is, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever, or paid ads, that's going to go right here. So this shouldn't just say paid ads. It should say all of those things. By the way, did my graphic designer do a pretty okay job on this? Check this out.
This is nice, dude.
He did a pretty good job. You should see the version I created before I gave it to him and said, make it sexy. Oh my God. So embarrassing. So anyway, you get this. And the way it works, we're not going to get into how to retarget on the ads with this. Right now, we're just going to get into like feeding them through the flywheel. So the reason why it's organic, just take out paid ads, guys. Like if you only have one of those 4 platforms besides paid ads, just use that instead of paid ads here. But you're going to put this lead magnet funnel, whatever that is. So on Instagram, this will go in your bio. On YouTube, this will go into your initial description link or your end screen. On your Facebook profile, this will go into your about me. I believe it's about me, the info piece. Then you'll create the profile funnel on there. In your Facebook group, this can go on your description of the group. And if it's private, then this way they still have something to get, okay, without going into the group yet. So what'll happen, I don't know why this points down. That should also point up. I'm glad we're looking at this. So this is supposed to point up and up here, this opt-in is going to give them whatever the free thing is, obviously. That's how it works. By the way, guys, simple is better. You're going to notice all my opt-in pages. You're going to be like, wow, this is super simple. This is not sexy at all. Like, why?
Can you show an example of just one opt-in page just so they can see because a lot of people that might be on here, they might not even know what a lead magnet or an opt-in page even is.
Great points. Am I still share? You can't see my ClickFunnels page right now, can you?
I only see the screenshot that you had.
Okay, cool. I'm opening it up right now, so that's why I was asking. Yeah. Making sure that you guys aren't spying on me in the background.
No, we can't see them side screens.
Okay, good. I got all the crazy stuff going on over here, guys. I'm going to pull up 2 of them. I'll actually show you what the lead magnet funnel looks like, and I'll show you what my old ones look like if you were to go to it right now.
Nice, dude.
On my YouTube channel. And I'm going to take it one step further. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to lose your freaking shit. Sorry, can I say that on here?
You can say whatever the fuck you'd like.
It already happened. So
it's just been done.
It's just been done.
We have a no cursing policy here. And
cursing policy.
The policy is you can't curse more than 100 times. You got to keep it under 100.
Did you just ask HR?
Yeah, we did that. We got that passed with HR.
LOL. So guys, check it. Okay. What I'm going to show you, 2 things. What our new one is and why it converts so well. And then I'm going to show you what the original one is and why it converted so well. So you guys already know where this is at, obviously the very beginning of the ecosystem. So what this looks like. So we're here in my ClickFunnels account. Now I'm going to show you the one we're using now. This is really simple. So it's just whatever your headline is. And then you have yours. So here's what we're going to teach you. Okay. Even without whatever. Okay. All the key components that you need. The reason why we have 2 of these here, guys, is because if you're on mobile, the top half of your screen is going to be this.
Yep.
If you're on desktop, then this way the top will be this, and then they can scroll down and see this and see this.
And I think that's what's crazy. Like I'm sure this is converting great, and this is just a simple funnel. This is not something crazy that takes like days to create. It's a simply put together funnel. It looks good, and I guarantee it does the job.
Yep, exactly. And if you guys want to see how simpler it was, because remember, this is the evolved version. The simple, and obviously this is before people leave.
Yep.
The simple is this. This is all my funnels were. And if you guys are like, there's no way that converts, man. Like, there's no testimonials. There's no blah, blah, blah. There's even a ClickFunnels thing still at the bottom. Like, you guys want to see how well this converts. So look at this page. This is that funnel, okay? So go over to stats. This is only the last 7 days. This doesn't, let me just actually take this back to the inception. I can't remember when that is. So let me just put 2018. That's a year.
And that'll load it all up.
Yeah. So this is organic traffic behind you. So we've had nearly 2,000 unique people go through this funnel with an 86% opt-in rate.
That is crazy. 86%?
Yeah. So if you guys don't know like what that means, like that's high.
Crazy, bro. Usually I'm seeing like 20-30%.
Yeah. And let me actually just go back. So yeah, guys, it's the real deal. I don't just put stuff up and be like, I think this works and I'm gonna tell people about it. Like, and you know what we'll do here is, this is a brand new funnel. So what we'll do is actually go into this funnel. It's brand new, so we haven't really ran traffic through it a whole lot, but let me see here. I don't even remember when started launching this actually. So I think we just fixed it all up. Let me see what that initial page. So this initial page is 58%.
Yep. That's still crazy.
Still crazy. And we just actually cleaned this up. So this is all new. So these stats are all jacked up. But this page has been the same. So, and this is, oh, by the way, you want to know the difference here between this funnel and the other funnel, guys? So this one and this one. Oh my God, you guys are gonna shit yourself when you hear this. If you run ads, if you run ads, you'll shit yourself. So this is all from organic traffic on YouTube. That's it. This has never saw the light of day anywhere else. Okay. 86% opt-in rate, which you say to yourself like, oh, that makes sense. They've watched your videos. It's warm traffic. Okay. This only to cold traffic.
Paid ads, right?
Paid ads.
Wow.
If you want to know how to scale something, guys, once we fix this, which we just fixed it a couple days ago, these 3 things here, because this leads to our webinar, which is a different funnel. But yeah, these right here, guys, like if you can get this, and then you can get your click-through rate through your ads, your click-through all rate to about 3%. Let me tell you right now, you guys are going to make a lot of money.
I'm going to ask a quick question, because I know people while they're watching this are going to have some of these questions in their head. And if they're not here to actually to ask those questions, I'm just going to ask it for them. And obviously, if it's cool with you, if you want to share those stats, what's it costing you? Like, let's say on that page, on this funnel that you have open, to get the opt-ins, 268 opt-in. What's the actual cost per opt-in? Like, is it $5, $10, $15? What's like the average that you're seeing right now for people to opt into your actual webinar funnel?
Yeah, so this is actually my lead magnet funnel.
Lead magnet funnel, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's $5.
$5. Wow. That's on the low end. That's on the super low end. Okay. That's
average. That's average across all my cold traffic.
Dude, still $5 to get somebody to come. And I think people, what they need to register is, throughout this funnel, if you can just leave this page for 1 second, there's really three things that they can happen. The first thing that's going to happen is they're going to opt in to download your lead magnet on the first page, right? Then you're going to bring them to a tripwire page, I'm assuming. And then that tripwire page, how much is that product on there?
This is 17. This is 97. We're actually adding in a 297 and a 67.
So you're bringing them down the funnel. So guys, think about this. If you can spend, let's say $100, okay, to get 20 people into your funnel, okay, once you start working out these metrics and you start having people go down, it's like, okay, then it becomes into like, okay, here's $20, Mark Zuckerberg, give me back 100. Here's $20, give me back. And then it becomes into almost like a cash machine, right? Like a little ATM machine. So this is super cool. I'm going to let you keep going, but I just wanted to ask those questions because I know people are going to be thinking about that while they're watching this video.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that, man, because we'll get back into the flywheel so you guys can understand what I'm going to say next. But dude, you know what I love about this is that like, this is why I love talking to you because you show stuff behind the scenes as to where like a lot of people will be like, yo guys, it's simple. We just run through this 2-step and then we make $1 million. Yeah. And then it's like, show me.
Yeah. Like I'm going to whip open my Stripe account. I'm going to get my funnels open. I'm getting the ads going. Like, yeah. I'm showing everything. That's the only way to really share like what you're doing right now is literally showing people like it's what's like the number one doubt, the objection that most people have. And you know this because you're in sales, it's belief, right? I don't believe that this is possible, right? So when you do things such as simple as just sharing your screen, okay, and literally logging in your ClickFunnels account, logging in your Facebook, showing them the ad, showing them this, it's like, okay, now that belief gets crushed automatically because that's an objection that literally physically got crushed with like a reality check, right? Yep. Like, hey guys, no, this is not like something that we made up. Like, here's my ClickFunnels account. You're going to see literally everything that's happening. Here's my Facebook account. Here's this, like, see everything right in front of your face. That belief now becomes a reality, right? So that's just, in my opinion, that's how we like to do things. Obviously you too. So
yeah, man, because like there's so many, the internet has tainted the space in a way to where like everybody talks about methodologies without actual proven something.
Yep.
So, but the OGs in the game.
Oh yeah. Prove it before you sell it.
Boom. So what I'm going to show you here, guys, this is why what I showed you first was so important. So if it felt like I was getting a little lost in the weeds, there's a reason why I showed it to you first. So this right here, as they go through this, your specific pages in between. So granted, when you opt into a lead magnet, you get a free thing. Everybody knows that.
Yep.
So here's your free thing. So you opt into this lead magnet, which is on one of your profiles. Remember, it's organic flywheel. And then you get your lead magnet. Well, what happens here, step one, is that they have to download the lead magnet through your email. The only way they can do that is by clicking on the link in your email. Okay? So guys, if you're like, oh my God, Rob, if you say one more simple thing to me again, I'm going to log off this. Like, follow me. There's a reason why I'm doing it this way. Okay? Because this is where shit gets like a little bit more complicated. Okay? So the link inside this email body is a ref URL with your ManyChat or your chatbot software. Okay. So if you guys don't know what that is, just Google ref URL with ManyChat and you'll be able to check it out. So most people in here put the actual downloaded thing, which actually sells yourself short. If I were to do that, we wouldn't be generating 60 to 80 automated appointments a month organically.
So I want to chime in just a really quick thing to make this sound easier for the viewers. So basically what you're doing is that lead magnet, whatever, the email that you're sending them, it's not just a regular email. It's not a link that's when you click the link, it just downloads a PDF, right? You're basically bringing them into your ManyChat. They have to then opt into your ManyChat, you're saying, and then they get the download?
Yes.
Okay. So now you're getting them, you got their email address, And then now 2, you're getting them on your ManyChat list. So you have 2 different places to market them, right?
Actually 5.
Oh, shit.
Because I've pixeled them, so they're getting retargeted on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
God bless your soul. So
Bro.
5 different places, guys. Now think about how powerful this is. The best remarketing that we've done, or the best marketing that we've done, has been always to our remarketing audience, right? Because the people who watch your shit, who already know who you are, it's the easiest to go out and sell to versus a cold audience, right? So what Rob just showed you is that whole cold audience getting the actual lead magnet. That's getting people into your funnel, getting their information, getting them on your pixel, and then probably breaking even or making money with the tripwire and upsell, right? That's going to start paying for a lot of your paid ads. But now you're starting to build your list, right? So now Rob, from one person, they opt in. Rob now has their email address. He's got them opted into their ManyChat bot. He's got them pixeled on YouTube, got them pixeled on, YouTube and Google, essentially, because it's the same tag manager.
Yep.
And then also Instagram and Facebook. So you actually have them on 6 places.
6. Yeah.
Places, right? So
the only reason
6
is crazy. The only reason I said 5 is it is actually 6. I said 5 because we're just started playing with YouTube and setting that up, but we've been using the other one. So that's the only reason I said 5.
Well, now you have 6. Add that shit to here. More impressive. We just increased the value. This is now $9.98 instead of $9.97.
That got intense fast. I love it. I'm a big fan of it. You could say it again if you wanted to. I'd be equally pumped up. Just so you guys can see, I'm going to show one other thing because I'm all about the group.
Go for it, man. Because the more of these things that you show, it gets that like aha moment for people when they actually see it in real life.
Guys, this isn't new for me. This is my Activecampaign account. Okay, I'll even refresh this. But I've only been in business under 2 years, about 1.75 years. And my list is already almost 17,000 people.
Dude, this is awesome, bro.
So and you can see it's up 2%. It's not like it's been stagnant. We grow consistently through organic. I've only ran $27,000 this year in ads. So, and last year in year 1, I only ran 13,000, I think 16,000.
So 16,000 last year. And then how much did you say this year?
Roughly 27 this year. 27,000
to get a list of almost 20,000 people, guys. I want you to register how powerful that is, because imagine when let's say you go to a conference and you're in a room. Most of the time, these conferences are a couple hundred people, right? If you have a list of 20,000 people who know who you are, when they get your email, it says Robb Quinn. They're like, oh, I know who Robb Quinn is. They're registering that. You know how easy it is to do I'm sure you just crushed probably your Black Friday, right? Going out and doing a Black Friday offer, doing anything, any type of offer or new course or new program that you're coming out with. You don't have to just go and start cold all at once again. You're firing off all this information to that list. All the money, in my opinion, guys, is in the list. Anything that you do, guys, if you have the larger your list gets, the more money you make, and that's just as easy as it gets.
Yep. And the thing is, guys, platforms will change.
Yeah.
So if you are not prepared for that, then what'll happen is you're going to be starting from square one all over again.
Yep.
Boom. All right. So 2 more things now. So you guys are about to check out the next part of the flywheel. So there's these 4 boxes. Okay. And we actually have to add one in for Instagram because for some reason we forgot it and it's not in my automation I just looked at for some reason, which it should be. So anyway, the way this goes, guys, is you download the lead magnet and then it sends them over to what we just discussed to your ManyChat.
Yep.
Now, what that does is, yes, it sends them the free thing in ManyChat, obviously. But it does one other thing, and this is where the magic has been. I'm going to show you guys some other things, but this is where a lot of the magic has been, okay? Once they do that, it subscribes them to your bot, okay? And then it shoots them a 7-day mini course sequence.
Oh, shit.
A lot of people aren't doing this.
That's actually brilliant.
Yeah, I don't know why they aren't, because so the way it works.
I need to do that shit. I'm stealing this, just FYI, throwing that out there.
Bro, you should. This is guys, I'm not kidding. We charge a lot of money to learn this stuff. And I'm actually going to pull this up because you guys are probably like, but does it work? And if you guys haven't noticed by now, I'm all about proof. So what I'm going to do here is show you the way this works, because you're going to notice that the intro sequence, actually, I'll show it to you one more time. There's a day 1 welcome email. or sorry, not email, day one welcome chat sequence, then training, all the way to a webinar. And if you guys do anything, whether it's just emails to buy your stuff, whether it's a webinar, whether it's a mini course, whatever, always ask them, do an ask me anything after the webinar. Because now we just started getting more like actually like diving into webinars and wanting to get aggressive on that. But we've always done an ask me anything after anything we do.
Yeah, it's important because people hold in there. Sometimes if you don't do that, and we learned that the hard way, if you don't do like a Q&A or something like that at the end, people are not going to buy your shit because they have all these objections. And if they ask that question, you can literally handle that objection and sell them something. It happens all the time. Especially if you do it live on a webinar and people ask you questions. Like when we do webinars, a couple hundred people live on a webinar, right? So like that one question that one person asked, maybe like 50 other people had the same objection in their mind. So you're now like bulk objection handling.
Exactly. And guys, a lot of the time there's a lot of people that won't ask. I like to call them lurkers.
Yeah.
And they're typically your highest valued customers. It's mind blowing. And so anyway, just make sure you have this because they can ask you this as a one-off. Okay. So now that you understand, like it's actually a 10-day sequence, not a 7, I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're not going to go over these last few days because this is a new, the webinar stuff is new that we're implementing.
Yeah, sure.
Just out of full transparency, so you guys know like what's happening and what's not happening. I'm gonna. Where is? I opened up ManyChat. Where did you go, ManyChat? Okay, here you are. So okay, so just so you know, like the way this works, as you can see, like day 8, this is going to be where our webinar launches. But you're going to see here, this is days 1 through 7. You notice this is my backend sequence, which is AKA the mini course. So check these out, guys. And if you guys are wondering, like, does he actually run traffic through that? Yeah, I run traffic through it, like organic. Like we've had thousands of
So quick question. So I just want to take it one step back so people understand, because I know this can start getting confusing once all technology is involved.
Right.
So guys, what Rob has been doing is somebody goes to his landing page, they put in their email address to download an ebook or whatever it is that he's giving them, okay, the lead magnet. Once they put in their email, instead of just giving them the PDF right on the spot, he's sending them an email that's saying, hey, click this link to actually go out and download the PDF. And then when they click on that link, it makes them opt in right here to his ManyChat, okay? Then once they're opted into his ManyChat, they get that ebook or whatever the lead magnet is, okay? And then they also get put on a sequence, and for the next 10 days, he's going to be every day sending them a message through Facebook Messenger, which is ran by ManyChat, right, Rob? That makes sense? Okay, awesome. And now, basically, guys, he sent, like, look at the open rates. Delivered to 1,724 people. Look at me open. 95.7%, almost 96% of the people are actually opening these messages. That's the power of ManyChat versus email, which email, guys, as we all know, is like 20%, 30%, right? You're not really going to get much higher than that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so important to, like, if you guys know ManyChat numbers, like this is high for ManyChat. Like people typically might say they have like, I got 1,000 people on my bots list or whatever, because it is a little bit, there's a higher barrier of entry to get people on a bot list than an email.
Oh, yeah.
list.
Yeah.
And
so
I'll let you guys, oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead. Actually, I was going to say something, but I think you're about to say it. Go for it.
Well, I just want you guys to see what I'm sending them to. So this is it. And what this is it literally just goes into this. And this is what I refer to as a tank page. So I made sure the thumbnail made me look good. I made sure you know exactly what you're watching here. And then all it is boom.
So is this the first message that they're getting in the sequence? This is day 1?
Nope. So message number 1 is introducing them to the brand, which is, this says this.
Screenshot time.
Hey. So it just says, I want to introduce you to my world and welcome you to my messenger content. So this way they know, like, I'm just upfront. Like, yeah. I'm here to sell you because what I have works and this is automated. Like, so
really, Rob, this is a bot.
Yeah, exactly. Now, granted, I will say this, like, this live chat is only 7 here to the left side because we do have somebody that monitors this every day, Monday through Friday.
Nice.
Because we want to build conversations.
Yeah.
So training series on the major elements you need to be covered quickly, blah, blah. Have a kick-ass day. Boom. And by the way, not everyone has to put have a kick-ass. We do this, guys. It's your personality.
Loosens up breaks the ice with people, man. When you do a little cursing, I don't know why, but it does. I promise you, because then you get on the same page as them. Like, oh, this guy's not uptight. This guy's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It just works.
Yeah.
I do it all the time in webinars and shit. People like it. People don't. For the people who don't like it, we don't care because we don't want those people in our groups anyways. Exactly.
If they don't resonate with you, then you don't. It's funny because the other day, one of my clients in the program, they got a deal. It's a fairly big deal. It's like 18 grand. And they were like, Rob, I sent over the contract and everything to this guy, but he said he wanted to do it. He hasn't sent me anything back. And it's been like 6 days. And I asked him, like, all you need to do is send it over. Let me know. And he hasn't responded. He's like, how do I revive it? And I was like, simple. Have you shared your personality with him yet? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, show me your messages. So we pulled up the email thread of emailing this guy to get the contract. And it was really professional, official, like whatever.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was like, send him 2 words. And by the way, guys, if you use this to revive deals, this is just as effective on Messenger when you send the ghost GIF and say, are you ghosting me, bro? What I'm about to tell you now works the same way via email. Okay, just hit reply and just put, you dead, ? And it's YA. Don't put you dead, put you dead. And
loosen it up a little bit, people.
Yeah, and he responded in 30 minutes. And all it said was, yes, bring flowers. I'll be back in town next week. Let's finish it up. That was it. So, yeah, don't be afraid to put your personality in there because, anyway, we're not going to get to, but yeah, when it comes to sales, like you have to know how to be able to inject yourself and your personality because people, even though they want your solution, they buy you first.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's get back into the next thing I want to show you guys. And in case we already forgot where the heck we were at, because we just went off on a conversation. Let's get back open to the flywheel so you know where we're at. So now you guys saw what this looks like over here and how effective it is. What I'm going to show you is what this looks like, which is the email sequence. Okay. So the whole idea here is to be able to get them into your Facebook group, which is a hyper nurturing environment, right? As long as you like put out the content properly. Your YouTube channel, which again, you have a YouTube funnel set up and is also a hyper nurturing environment. And then Instagram is supposed to be right here, but it's not. It's supposed to be though. And then book a call, right? And the reason why Instagram needs to be here, I'll show you guys how you're generating messages when I show you the messenger script. But then you're going to have book a call because remember, like we still want to sell them something because our stuff works. And if you aren't trying to always make an offer a day or more, then you don't believe enough in your product.
Yep.
And if whoever's watching this, if you're trying to get to 10K a month, whether you're a coach or whether you're a consultant, like an agency owner or a coach, one offer a day, as long as you sell like $2,000 a month or more, one offer a day is going to equal 20 pitches. If you close 20%, which is low, like actually that's fairly average, but you want to be at like between 30 and 40%. Anything over that means your product isn't priced high enough. So if closing at 20%, that means you lock down 4 deals. That means you made $8 grand. That means you make $100,000 a year. People overcomplicate this formula. You only need to make one offer a day, whether you're a coach or whether you are an agency owner. And then you make $100,000 a year by making one offer a day.
Guys, one offer a day will keep the doctor away. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Just saying, that's all it is. You guys want to make $100 grand a year, one offer a day. Like, and that's $997. No. So
I want to ask you a quick question, Rob. So here you go from lead magnet, then you try to get them into the Facebook group, then the YouTube funnel, which is basically them. Mark, let me know if I'm right or wrong. Them watching your YouTube videos, obviously, to get them more indoctrinated. And then I'm sure you probably have call to actions in the YouTube links, right? Which will send them either to book a call, wherever it is that you want to do, right? And then book a call. I'm assuming once they book that call, you're not selling them a $15 tripwire. You're probably getting them lubed up a little bit for a high ticket program. What would be a price tag on a high ticket program like that if you're physically now spending one-on-one time with them booking a call?
Yep. So with us, it's $5,000 to $15,000 that we sell on the phone.
Gotcha. So high ticket sales, if you're getting on the phone, has to be at least, and for those, some of you guys who are just starting, totally cool to do like even $1,000, $1,500, whatever it is. Everybody's different, right? But 5 to 15K high ticket offers, that's where you're literally spending your valuable time one-on-one, doing like a little mini coaching, objection handling, getting these people into the system, indoctrinating them, and going through and actually selling them whatever programs it is that you're selling them, right? And everybody's going to be different. Everybody will have different programs, but so then they book a call, and then and then ask me anything, as I'm assuming Q&A.
Correct. Yeah. Whether it's through email, because like for me, I have all my replies go to my sales guy.
Gotcha. Now, are these, so these little, the box that say lead magnet, Facebook group, YouTube, book call, ask me anything, are these different emails that you're actually firing out to them?
Great question. Yes. And I actually pulled those open for you guys right here. So,
oh, damn.
Okay. Oh my God. He's actually doing what he says he does. No, I'm kidding. So the way this works is, like I said, we redid a bunch of this. So you can notice these are old people in the queue, and we'll have new people in the queue because this is only the cold traffic. So since we shut off the cold traffic, this is what it looks like. So by the way, if you want to know like where all my cold traffic or my traffic's going, you'll see a bunch of Black Friday stuff out right now. So anyway, here's how this works. Remember, download the product. If you guys are wondering what that looks like. Oh, it's not going to let me just preview. That's.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is this kind of, what kind of joke is this? Okay. So, so smart move, getting your hands on this awesome training. And then you go into your thing and then click here to download the free training, which sends you to ManyChat. Now, this next part is insanely important, guys. Like, by the way, this is a great recording. With you guys watching this, like, oh my God, this is so high level. I honestly didn't realize we were gonna get so high level in this right now. But
this is fine. Well, you got to get high level when you're in DashClicks. You know what I'm saying? The DashClicks users, they gotta step it up a little bit.
I'm just saying, if you're in DashClicks, you got it going on. That's all I'm saying. So, I've been working with Chad for 2 years, guys. I can tell you right now, like, the only way he goes is up.
Oh, I prayed. Thank you, brother.
I'm just saying. That. I've been seeing you, bro. Okay, so this is super important, guys, to make sure you put this note in here, because ManyChat is still software in the same way like ClickFunnels to Activecampaign, like that integration sometimes like shits the bed. This will too. Like it does. And whoever uses it is like, oh my God, he's right. Like they'll resonate with it because they know it's for real. But this right here, guys, like sometimes for whatever reason, like it's supposed to automatically just open up.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's happened to us a bunch of times. We have our ManyChat that says join our DashClicks VIP thing to get them on. And I have so many open ticket requests that we get. It says, hey, I clicked on it and it goes to like a blank page, or there's no button, or it's not registering. Sometimes it also doesn't register if they're logged into Facebook to actually display that information. So it could be many things that happen. So this is actually clever. I'm probably going to steal this too.
Yeah. Do it. Guys, if you're watching, oh shoot. Yeah, if you're watching this, guys, and you're not going to add this to your into your strategy, like, oh my God, guys, hold on. Let me just dive into this real quick. Like if you've never ran cold ads to generate phone calls, you probably don't know how expensive that is, but it costs, like when we were doing it in January and February, it was costing us $50 to $100 a phone call. But typically, if you talk to anybody that's going to run ads for you through a cold funnel with a mini webinar or a webinar, it's going to cost you anywhere from $100 to $300 for a phone call.
Ours is about, for phone call, because we're doing it right now for Dash Day. I think at Dash Day it was like $130 for a phone call. So you're right on.
Cold or warm though?
Yeah.
Is that cold or warm traffic?
That is actually a hybrid between both. Because we're running 2 campaigns, one to our DashClicks users, which is a little bit cheaper, obviously. It might be maybe like $80 or something like that. But now we're actually redoing the entire funnel, like literally. And I'm probably going to do it like this. So we're going to be redoing a lot of shit, to be honest. We're working on our entire internal marketing campaigns.
Dope. Yeah, it's just expect, guys, $100 a call. Like if you're really good. And like you see, Chad was even getting like 130, which is like, he's been doing it for 10 years. Like we had to hire a guy. I'll just let you know, guys, like straight up, like for us to get those numbers, he worked with some really big 8-player figures. The guy that we hired, he was charging us $5,000 a month to manage and run the campaign. That was before ad spend.
Yeah. And
so, yeah.
But it's working. So it's working.
Well, we haven't turned it back on yet, but that's what we were paying.
Okay.
So just to give you guys an idea, you'd be spending at least $8,000 a month to get this many phone calls through the Facebook group. It's a lot. It's a lot of cheddar, guys. Yeah. You don't have any money for ads. So anyway, put this in there. Yeah, for real, right? Here's what I will say is, from what I've come to notice, is that like you'll have a lower cost per acquisition when you run things through just a straight up offer. So if you run people through a funnel that just says like, do you want to have this training, and then book a call with us, it'll cost more upfront because you don't have anything to mitigate your cost. But and it'll happen faster though, because we're just telling people like, here's the offer, do you want to do it? And then your acquisition costs will be lower because people are only opting in for a specific offer.
Yep.
Rather than trying to go through this automation flywheel. That's why this should be done in conjunction with ads or starting out, because this organic flywheel takes time to nurture. And the majority of people that go through it, guys, you got to understand this, are just not going to be able to afford that. So, but that's why you have
all you need is a small percentage of people who take action to make it profitable in most marketing campaigns.
Yeah. And most all campaigns. That's why the whole goal is to mitigate your costs with these tripwires.
Yep.
And if you guys are wondering what mitigate your cost means, it's just to cancel out.
Yeah, that's what, guys. That's what the tripwire is there for. The $17, whatever it is. That small amount. Even some people I've seen doing tripwires. You can do a tripwire. You can even do a tripwire and then an order bump on the tripwire for like $97. I've seen people do that too. Which people now go to buy a $17 product, and then some of the people, small percentage, will end up paying $117 or something like that. It starts canceling out your ad spend, mitigating your ad spend, which is like Rob was talking about. So yeah, all great information. Let's keep going. I'll let you keep going.
Boom. Yeah, it is awesome, guys. And like, I'll just like, the way we were doing ours before was an order bump for $97, which is we've come to found a horrible way to do it. Really bad way to do it. Is that right here? Yeah. So you can notice here, the average cart value is $22 on a $17 product, because this is, if you guys are wondering what numbers should look like, this is dog crap. So, that's how we fixed it actually a couple days ago, but the average cart should have been much higher, probably around $50.
So now people are going to a $17 product, and then after they go through the $17 product, let's say they go and they buy it. You don't have an order bump on the $17 product, or are you taking them to like a whole different page?
Now it's a whole different page.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, and the reason why is because we found the order bump to be ineffective. But then also we need to optimize the actual page.
Oh, I see what you're doing. That's cool too.
So opt-in, which by the way, this sends them to the webinar training.
By the way, thank you for pulling back the curtain, because for people to be able to see what the actual funnel looks like and how it operates, this is like the best way to learn.
Yeah. And I have nothing to hide, guys. Like the thing is, like, if you want to do this yourself and try to figure it out, like trial by fire is just expensive. I've been there. Chad's been there. Like, if you want to reach out for help, then we can help you. But like, I want you to want to do it. And if that means doing it yourself, then go do it yourself. So,
yep.
Okay. So here's the opt-in page. It sends them to this $17 offer. We're optimizing this because, like I said, like a 7% conversion is dog crap. But we also had the order bump here. We do not anymore as of 2 days ago.
Yep.
So, and this video is dog crap. Like the video itself is good, but it's like small and like, I don't know what happened with the formatting. So it's like, I don't know what's going on.
They shrunk on me.
I don't know what happened, but I was in sunny California and I'm in like cloudy Kansas City right now. So I'm waiting to redo that.
I saw that video somewhere.
Yeah. And, oh yeah, it's on my page. By the way, trick, if you guys want to know a little hack for YouTube, we are actually moving all of our videos over to YouTube. So I have a guy now that monetizes all my SEO through websites and YouTube. And And by the way, there's YouTube SEO if you guys don't know that and you want to do YouTube videos, learn it. Or hire somebody.
Views will do it.
What's that?
Right? I said the views are going to do it. People watch your video.
Yeah. And here's the thing, guys. If you plug these videos onto YouTube, make them unlisted, and then put them on your membership sites and on your funnels, they still count the views.
100%. We actually just did that. We relaunched our video blog on our website. We ported over all our videos. We had them on Vimeo, a lot of them. We ported everything over to YouTube and embedded them on the website. And now people are watching them on our website. And then our YouTube videos are starting to rank higher too because they get more views, right?
Yep, exactly.
More views, longer watch time, things like that. So another smart little golden cookie.
Well, bam.
All right, so this is page 2. So then they go here, they buy this for $17, and then they go to the next one that says, but wait. There's more. Look at this.
And if you notice what I did here, guys.
Sexy fuck with your Tesla. You look like a goddamn model in the background.
Oh, shoot. I can't restart it. Let me open that up again and show you. By the way, guys, back to the YouTube thing to let you know, like, if you're wondering, well, how many subscribers do I need to have to monetize my channel? I only have 3,500 and my channel is now monetized. So I get paid for my views with only 3,500 subs.
It's funny because we just, I think it was yesterday or the day before, got approved for the partner program.
Yep.
YouTube, after like months of applying, they finally approved. I think we're up to like 1,800 subscribers also. So we finally just got approved, which is awesome.
Yeah, you don't need a lot, guys.
Yep. I think the threshold is 1,000 to apply, but then once you apply, it takes a little bit of time to get approved.
Exactly. So what I want to show you here, guys, this is set on automated, like to play live. So let me show you what I do here. And if you do this, here's the trick. If it's a one-time only offer, then you want to make sure that you autoplay the video, because they may not want to click it because they'll probably just read what the offer is and decide if they want it or not. So don't allow them to disqualify themselves. And if you want to create enough curiosity, watch what I do here, because it doesn't start till I click it, right? So 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to want to click.
So I'm really excited you saw the countdown there because some people don't click sound on. But I want to
see, you just tell them.
They're actually live.
So it's just a little hack to be able to get people to click and watch and listen. And then the last page is pretty simple. We just send people to, the reason why I didn't keep that page open, guys, is because it's auto playing. I can't pause it. So it'd be annoying to listen to on this. And then this will just send everybody to, like right now it sends them to our booking page, but now we're sending them to our new webinar funnel. So you notice like this takes them to a booking page now, but we send them to a webinar funnel now. And if you're like, well, how complicated is the webinar funnel? Everyone's probably like, my mind is blown. But pretty simple 3-pager, guys. Like, it's really simple. So that last page is now going, when people click this, it's going to send them to here now.
Fire.
To answer these questions. Yeah.
And this is, guys, this is now pushing people up into Robb's higher ticket program, right?
Yep.
Lovely.
This will get people on the phone call for that. We're going to change this up a little bit. If you guys are wondering how long it is, it's 25 minutes now. I'm going to redo it. It'll probably be like 26 minutes. But this is, you typically want it, honestly, between like 8 and 12, but I haven't narrowed it down yet. Because what you'll come to learn, guys, is that people that have money don't want to watch long webinars.
Oh, no. They get burnt out. Yeah, so these are like the mini webinars. This is a mini webinar.
It's a mini webinar.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So you guys can do that. But okay, so let's get back to the flywheel. So I just want to make sure everyone still knows where we're at. So whenever you guys are taking them through this email sequence, day one, they're getting the Facebook group email, sending them to your Facebook group. What'll happen when that happens now, okay? Because now you have them here, which is dope. Cool, right? And then you also have them on your retargeting ads, which, by the way, guys, rule of thumb, $5 for every, well, it's actually way more expensive now. Now that I've been running the retargeting ads, I'm noticing like it's $15 CPM on the retargeting. So just a rule of thumb, if you have 1,000 unique people go into your page, what you should know is you should expect to spend $15 a day if you want to try to at least hit all of them once or hit a couple people twice.
Yep.
So this is just a good rule of thumb. If you're like, well, how much do I really need to spend in ads? And keep in mind, if you spend $15 a day, I mean, I don't even know what that is. We spend more than that, but obviously. Like, so that's $450 a month. So what you need to figure out is like, okay, well, if I'm selling a $2,000 product, that gives me reoccurring revenue. If you're an agency owner, or if you're a coach, and you're like, well, I sell a $2,000 to $5,000 product. One way or the other, guys, you profit.
Yeah.
And then people see you all the time, and they're being nurtured from ads, being nurtured from your Facebook group, being nurtured from YouTube, being nurtured through email, being nurtured through chatbot. So,
awesome.
Bam. But anyway, yeah. So here's where shit gets super awesome too. The Facebook group. Okay, not a lot of people are doing this either. It's becoming more popular than the actual whole flywheel, but this is what a lot of people are sticking to right now, that if they're doing it. So once they get the Facebook group, or Facebook group email, they go into asking permission to be in your group because it's private. So once they're accepted, we use this combination of group funnels.
Yep, fire. I use the same thing.
Yep, super good. So owner of that did a great job with that software. Yep, Arnie. Shout out Arnie Giske. There you go. But anyway, so we connect group funnels with Zapier and Activecampaign. So the way that works, I guess I could, since we're kind of all about like transparency, I could probably pull that up. But,
do it.
She got amped up, guys.
Guys, for those of you guys who just don't know what group funnels is, some of you guys are obviously familiar with Zapier and ActiveCampaign. Group funnels is basically a software that will take the information, and like for us, what we do is we accept like a bunch. Let's say we accept like 20 people in our group a day, right? You can just click one button, it will go through everybody, accept everybody, and then take all that information. You can port it over. For us, we put it on a Google Sheet stock, and then we also have it going straight into Intercom. Like Rob has to go into ActiveCampaign. We have the Zapier that takes them from the Google Sheet stock to Intercom, which is very similar strategy. Intercom is the system that we use to do our mailouts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah, softwares are softwares. I mean, I will say that some are better. Like we're migrating over some new stuff because we brought on a COO and she's like, let's get a little bit more streamlined here. But yeah, like Chad's super streamlined, guys. If you're learning from Chad to like do a lot of the connecting the dots, like the softwares he's using are for very, very high level transparency and tracking.
Yeah, I think Intercom for us, we just hit a certain tier where it's like, I think it's like $1,500 a month that we pay for Intercom. So you can think about the difference. Like not everybody should use Intercom. We use Intercom because we're a SaaS company, so it pulls the brain of all of the users, and then we can segment and send crazy emails and shit like that. So it's different. You most likely, most of you guys won't need Intercom. You can need ActiveCampaign is definitely the way to go.
But to what Chad said too, like, I mean, because I pay $700 a month for ActiveCampaign, and what I enjoy about ActiveCampaign, because we just brought on a copywriter, is that like, it's pretty dope. Can I like share some ActiveCampaign stuff real quick?
I'd go for it. This is just going to be a full-blown session. Let's do it.
Yo, like people are going to lose their mind when they hear. This is what I presented, by the way, at Akbar's event.
This is what you did? Okay, cool. This is awesome.
Yeah. And so the way it works, guys, and the reason I'm presenting this stuff now, guys, because when people hear organic, it's this giant untamable monster. And it's like, all right, well, how many times do I post on Instagram? Like, and how do I post 10 times a day while I'm asleep? And then it's like, how many times do I post on my Facebook group, on my profile? How many YouTube videos do I make? Do I need to post on Twitter? Like all this stuff. And then it's like, well, when you put out the post, like, are you actually making money or are you just getting likes?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't understand, like social media is about making money. If you're just spending time scrolling, you're a consumer. You're not a business owner. Like, so don't do it for the likes, do it for the cash. Your buyer.
Do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram. So anyway, ActiveCampaign, I'm gonna give you guys a little trick with this. And I actually learned this since we've upgraded the last couple months. But so we do a couple things. So now that we're bringing on a copywriter to fulfill this gap, but we have it set up to where we have multiple emails that go out that send out, like, depending on the type of email that reader reads. So let's say we have 3 people that download the same lead magnet. We have 3 variations of the lead magnet. So if this person only likes to read long copy emails, it's going to just pick out the long copy version of that lead magnet and send it to them.
That's cool. So how does it know? Like, how does it identify? I wonder. That's pretty
data. The data of emails being open. The other thing too is we do it based off of smart timing. So like if this reader that likes the long copy typically opens their emails around lunchtime, like 1 p.m. So it's going to sift out the email that best fits them and then only dish it out at 1 p.m.
That's cool as shit. Yeah,
So
with intercom. See, there's a lot of cool stuff that all these softwares, you know, they have different little golden nuggets in them. That's badass.
And then also, yeah, the Activecampaign team jumps on calls with me every other week to check out all of my different automations. And based on where my business is at, they could be like, okay, we should add this new automation in to work with this. And they build it out with me.
That's cool. Ass shit.
It's pretty nasty. A lot of people don't know that. And if you're in the e-commerce business, guys, you're not e-commerce. If you're watching this, you're an agency owner. But if you're selling to e-commerce companies, you want to know a really easy way to make them stupid cash. And remember, if you guys don't know my story, like when I relaunched my agency in 2018, digital agency, not just coaching agencies, but my digital agency, I only work with e-commerce, and I was able to charge them $2,000 to $4,000 a month. And all I set up was retargeting ads.
Crazy.
And we crushed it for them. Well, I'm going to give you a tip right now to where you could sell them $2,000 a month and literally do one thing and make them a shit ton of money back if they're already getting traffic. So download Activecampaign, do it on your software. It'll have to be a higher version, and you're going to use something called site tracking. Okay, so site tracking through Activecampaign is like a Facebook pixel or a Google Tag Manager. And a lot of people don't know this, but you can take that site tracking code and you can apply it to the order page or just across all pages of the website, just like a Facebook pixel. And then when people opt into something, as long as they've opted in, then now Activecampaign has the data. So if that same person goes to the order page and doesn't buy, just like your retargeting ads will show an abandoned cart, you could automatically send them an abandoned cart sequence via email.
That's badass too. Another golden nugget by Robb Quinn.
Oh, bam. And you can, here's the thing, you can track the purchases.
I think at this point, these are not even nuggets. We're now entering the gold mine here. So for those of you guys who are watching, hashtag live and thank you to Robb Quinn. But let's keep going. I'm gonna let you
let's keep going. Okay, guys.
Flywheel.
So, flywheel. All right, let's remind everyone where we're at. So remember, we're talking about the Facebook group stuff that you're now accepting them into the group. So where it goes is they ask us how to get into the group. We accept them. It shoots them over to an Excel sheet because we use Group Funnels, Arnie Giskey's software. And just to give you an idea of what that looks like, where'd my Excel sheet go? Okay, here it is. Just to give you an example of what that looks like. So here are your questions. If you guys want to know what a really sexy lead looks like for free, our first question they have to ask to get in the group or answer, where's your business at in revenue? Where do you want to be in 90 days? So here's somebody, they said they're at 6,000 a month and want to be at 10,000. Okay. Guys, by the way, don't go in and like message these people and be a turd.
Yeah, that'd be awkward. We will ban you from DashClicks if you do that.
For real. But the way that works is, so they answer this question. Would you like my team to reach out to you? Yes. Would you like my free gift? Yes. These are all, by the way, a rhetorical question for these because they have to answer because they're all required.
Yep.
So you notice here we have thousands of these. Just keeps going. So they all sift over to there, and once they hit that and they give me their email, here's the trick. They give me their email for the free gift, which is required, right? It shoots them over to Activecampaign. So my
back onto the flywheel.
That's back onto the flywheel. So like once they give me their email, that's when my Zapier triggers and shoots them over to Activecampaign. And then my Activecampaign triggers to give them the free gift. And then once again, make sure they're on all my platforms.
Can we go back 1 second to the flywheel so they can visually see that? Because you had it labeled out. I want them to, because I know we're starting to get into more zaps and stuff. So then they go there. So they get accepted into the group, and you guys see exactly what's happening. Rob, I'll let you just kind of show them this like mentally on the actual picture here.
Definitely. So let me be clear with this too. You remember whenever I sent them the initial lead magnet and they got into my chat bot?
Yep.
We don't need to do that again. They're already there. So when you send them the lead magnet from your Facebook group, just deliver them that free gift. So what I do for my free gift, by the way, I'm getting ahead of myself. When you deliver that free gift, just do it as a download. Don't put them through ManyChat again.
Yeah.
They'll get fucking annoyed.
Yeah.
Like, although now they don't have to hit get started, but they'll still be annoyed. So anyway, when you come here, give them the free thing. My free thing is literally just a compilation of all of my Facebook group interviews, a compilation of my sales training from YouTube. Book a call with us. Always put a book a call with you on every single thing that you put out. And that's all it is in my lead magnets. So that's my free gift. And then the next day, we send them an option to book a call with us. And the next day, ask me anything.
This is fire.
Right?
There is so much happening here. And for one, the fact that you've laid this out so people, because I'm a visual learner. I'm not the type of person that can, I don't like listening to, like, versus if I had a podcast or a YouTube video, I would much rather watch a YouTube video because when I visually see things, they start clicking in my head. So just having this laid out for all of these guys, for all the viewers who are watching, for all the people that you're speaking at events and stuff, and showing this right here, this is powerful because this is literally exactly what you're doing. This is the map. It's almost like a little journey map of everything that's happening in the back end. Because people, when they see the front end stuff, it doesn't seem confusing because all they're doing is they're just getting some emails and, you know, they're getting little landing pages to opt in at, but they don't understand everything that's happening in the back end. Rob, I want to ask you a question. I know this is probably going to be a hard question to answer, but like, if somebody wanted to go in there and set that whole thing up from scratch, and if they just dedicated full time to do it, how long do you think it'll take them to set all that stuff up?
Assuming they knew how to use every software, it'll probably take them like 2 days.
Okay. So that's actually not bad. I thought you were going to say like a month. So let's just say most of you don't know how to use every software because you're not an expert in every software, because I'm not everybody is. Let's just say even if it took you a week, or let's say 2 weeks. Okay. Let's say it took you 2 weeks to go out there. Maybe you got to shoot some videos and stuff to give away some free value, whatever it is. Okay. Let's say you got to actually go out and do the videos. Let's say it took you 2 weeks full time to do that. I mean, something like this, what can this generate for somebody that's brand new? How can you start? How much money can you start generating from this? What can you pull from this?
So, well, I already know what we pull from it, but let's say that like you're only selling a $2,000 product, and let's say you close at a 20% rate. Let's say you only get 60 appointments. So I'll let you know, like 60 in October. You know what? I'll even show you guys.
Okay. So this shit's about to get real, people. Okay. Shit is about to get real. Hold on to your pantyhose.
About to get real. Actually, let me sign in so people aren't looking at my passwords and stuff.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. You don't want people lurking in your Stripe account.
Don't want to do that. Well,
that can get awkward quick.
Yeah, it would be kind of weird. I'm actually going to pull up what we use for. So I just want to show you, like, so you guys know like how powerful it is. We use Schedule Once for our scheduling. Yep. You can see like, oh, this one was just booked 2 days ago. Like, and keep in mind, guys, my ads are not running for that. They're running for Black Friday. So all these appointments being booked are from organic. Where is, reports.
Schedule Once, by the way, guys, is fire. I used to use Schedule Once for many years. I recently switched over to Calendly. I don't know why. Actually, I think it was because of our API, because we had the API into a bunch of stuff. But either one is really good.
Yeah, we use Calendly initially, and I just did this, guys, just so you know, because of the round robin.
Yeah, there you go.
So like we just hired 3 more sales guys, so we have 5 people selling now, and including me. But I'm actually taking myself off the round robin to do. I'll show you the reason why I did that.
Side note, Rob, I think Calendly also just recently or something. I think they have round robin now too.
Whoa!
It's for Dash Connect. We round robin our calls.
Whoa! I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's super good to know. So yeah, guys, this is from October because I wanted something pretty recent. Because this is what I showed at Akbar's event too. But like 65 calls came from this, and this is not what we manually booked. This is just from the automation.
Dude,
when I say manually booked, I'm going to show you how we did that in a sec with my script. But this is just from automation in October. And oh, by the way, 0 ads.
So what is, and just so people can get understanding, like 45-minute agency blueprint call, what's one of those calls worth that you close?
So when we close this, it's between right now $5,000 and $7,500.
Okay, so that makes sense to be able to go out and take 60 calls a month, don't you think? For 45 minutes each, like I would definitely do that all day.
And let's say you only close at 20%. right? Times, that would be 12 calls times 2,000. So you'd be making 24 grand a month.
That's a big jump for a lot of you guys who are watching this. It's huge. That's huge. That's guys, that right there is a $250,000 a year business just from setting up the flywheel.
Really easy.
I don't know what else this man can tell you or show you, but I think he's shown you literally everything. Is there anything else that you want to show them, Rob, or is that the end of the flywheel?
I do actually have the script, but in terms of flywheel, we'll recap so we can finish it off.
Yeah, let's do it.
But just to recap, so now you guys know. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention this, but like, and this is really next level, guys. Like, I'm going to redo this because, again, it's the organic automated lead flywheel now, but I'll show how to set up the ads, like how we retarget from here, and then what feeder page it goes to here. But this is another piece of the advanced portion. But when people dive into an active campaign list, which we might even spell active campaign on the next version of this, but like when people go into an active campaign list, you can actually have them trigger on a Facebook custom audience. So like if they enter a certain list, you can then start sending them different types of ads.
So you're segmenting your retargeting.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell. What are you using for that? Is that just Activecampaign syncs with Facebook?
Yeah.
That's cool as shit. I didn't know that. We're using a software. I don't even remember the name. It was a while back, where it's like an add-on that hooks up to Intercom and like segments. Like I'll know like all the people who bought an agency website or all the people who were in Insta reports or whatever it is, so I can show them different things. It just segments everything. So you're doing the same thing with Activecampaign. It's pretty badass. That's cool as hell.
Super gnarly. Yeah. And we're keeping everything really simple to where we only have 2 funnels now. So like, if you guys are like, well, what types of ads do you run here and here and here? The ads might be different, but you need to keep your funnels the same.
Fire.
So anyway, so now you guys know the way it works. You're going to have your paid traffic or one of the 4 platforms: Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook group, Facebook profile. And that's going to feed them into your lead magnet funnel, which you guys already saw. You send them through the opt-in, and then it has your tripwires to mitigate. And then hopefully this says book a call and thank you, but I'm going to redo this to where this actually sends them to the webinar and book a call. Yep. Then from the lead magnet, they get a series of emails. When they get into your Facebook group from your emails, they get a series of emails because of the trigger. And then when they download your lead magnet from your initial opt-in, they get put on, boom, 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 7-day mini course. It takes them through an actual 10-day process. That's your flywheel.
This is crazy, dude.
And now let's go over the script, because maybe some people are like, this is really cool, Rob, but I only sell $1,000 on a 3-month program and I have none of these assets. So here's how you make money even if you're there, because this is from like beginner all the way to like a lot of stuff you've been hearing about conversion and all these things where you're probably like, what the F? I just started last week. So let me show you the script and how it works. Ba-bam. Client acquisition via Messenger. Here are your platforms. It actually works on all 3 platforms. So here's what we do. First of all, you're going to make posts in certain Facebook groups. If you do this in my group, this is why we approve posts, because have people do it, doesn't fly in our group. So, but you're going to do posts in groups. I'll actually show you an example here. One of the posts I did was in the ClickFunnels group. And you have to make sure that you're doing this straight value. Okay. There's literally no pitch. You'll even notice like some of these comments where people saying like, where is it? I think some people are just like, where'd it go? I can't remember. There's another post I did like this, and they were like, I thought you were going to sell something at the end. And I didn't. All I do is go, first of all, you need to acknowledge where you are. This is the ClickFunnels group. So I'm like, you're only 1 funnel away. Right. And you want to acknowledge the people that you're in there with. So Russell Brunson owns the group. So you just tag them. And then Arnie Giske owns the software. So this is actually when I first, guys, if you want to wonder how long I've been doing this type of like automation flywheel as I've been like mastering it to make sure it works really well, this was the first version that I ever had of it, January of 2019. And this was only doing it, like this was only doing one part to where we sent people to a $97 product. And I explained exactly how I do it. I was even mentioning how we started to use the YouTube page, a Facebook group, how we created a free product, how we created a paid product, how we set up the ads, how we collect the emails for remarket. This was like the beginning version of the flywheel. So, but then you just do the post, and what happens is, see all these people here? These are leads. These are people that engage with your content. Now, not everybody will be because they've already bought, or maybe they haven't, but, or maybe some of your girlfriend, like that's my girlfriend, so I probably wouldn't sell to her. But like, or would I? No, okay, I would. So she probably sell to me. But anyway, all of these here, guys, these are leads. And what you're going to do, whether you do this type of post in a group or on your personal profile, which you should, you are going to come over here and acknowledge their action. Did they engage with their post, or did they add you as a friend? So what you'll notice, I'm not going to pull this up, but I have like 2,000 pending friend requests. And what I go in and do is, and here's what people they get overwhelmed with, is that a lot of the time you guys will be like, I don't have time to find all these leads. I don't have time to go in and contact these people. But what people forget, just like the 1 offer a day rule, people forget that compounded actions spill over into abundance. And if you just contact 10 new people a day, because that's all I do, 10 new people a day, I add them or I accept them, and I go through what I'm about to show you now. 10 people a day at 5 days a week is 200 new people. Once again, if you book, see, it's crazy, right?
It's just a numbers game, guys. It's all it is. You got to learn that.
Exactly. And at 200 people with a 20% booking and a 20% close rate, that's, again, 4 new people a month.
Fire.
This is from your organic profile. 10 people a day equals 4 new people a month, which equals, if you sell a $2,000 course, because that's been the example this whole time, that's $8,000 a month.
Dude, like, you guys got to get on this. This is fire stuff right here.
It's that simple. And so anyway, acknowledge their action. Did they engage their post? If they did, be like, hey, appreciate the love of my post, by the way. Same thing with Instagram, same thing with Facebook, same thing with LinkedIn. If you put up an Instagram post and you have like 1,000 people like it, you better get in there, start looking at the people that best fit your offer. So if you're selling a fitness program and they're insanely fit, I probably wouldn't reach out to them and be like, are you looking for a fitness program? Because they're already fit and they just like your content.
Yep.
So go in and see the people that are like, if you're a coach selling to whomever, like, look at their profile. Do they seem like they would fit your market? So, hey, appreciate the love on that post, man, where I was talking about whatever. If they add you as a friend, you go in and say, hey, appreciate you adding me as a friend, man. Or thanks for the connect, man. Glad we could actually finally connect. And then figure out what they do. So, hey, I noticed that you do X. And be like, yeah, man, I've been doing it for blah, 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 for however long. Then what is their goal? So how's the year going? Here's where people trip up, is they're like, because we were doing it before, it's like, what business are you in? And it's like, what are your revenue goals? And we were initially doing it that way because the truth is, guys, if you have a business profile and using Facebook for business, like, stop trying to build so much rapport. Like, you don't need to, because the same thing with our Facebook groups, like, we have those, we ask pre-qualifying questions because we are looking to sell you because we have something that works. It would be a disservice for me not to make an offer to you. So the same thing with my Facebook profile. If you added me, it's probably because you found value in me at some point somewhere. So it's my obligation as a professional that has something that works to make you an offer to change your life. Any other mindset is a disservice to the world. So hopefully that mindset shift can help people leave this call today and be like, oh shit, that's true. I am awesome. So say, so how's the year been going? They're going to be like, man, it's pretty good. You know, I've done blah, 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 blah. That's going to be their response. Be like, cool, man. Well, what's your goal? But what's their goal? But it's supposed to be like, what's your goal? And then they're going to tell you and be like, well, how far off are you? Now, when I used to work in the gym industry selling personal training, I was like 19. One of the tricks I used to do, and if you're a trainer watching this or you're in the fitness business or whatever, use this. It's powerful. But I would see people step on the scale, and I use this. My approach hasn't changed. It's just I've taken it to the internet. So I would see people step on the scale and be like, hey, man, I'm excited for you. I'm proud of seeing you in here every day. Like, are you getting pretty close to where you want to be? They would hop on the scale. I wouldn't be like, hey, how much do you weigh now? Like, that's so intrusive. you got to be a real person. It's like talking to a girl or talking to a guy like you're trying to hit on. It's like if you're going up being like, hey, I think we would have great babies together. You're going to be like, okay. Actually, that line might work. Quick. But like, yeah. But this is the same thing. You need to be a real person, guys. So if you're like, I used to ask them like, how far off are you? And they'd be like, man, you know what? Like, I thought I'd be at here by now. I used to always say like, well, what's holding you back from doing that? And then they're going to be like, well, you know, what I've ran into is blah, blah, blah. Well, have you already tried to fix it? And they're going to be like, yeah, man, I bought into this, and this. Okay. Well, look, I've had a lot of success doing X. You know, I'd be happy to lend some advice if you're interested. And what a lot of people don't do, and this is what's really funny, is they try to go on and be like, well, man, if you want to book a call with me, like, I could help you out. Like, I have a lot of clients. I do blah, blah, blah. It immediately feels like you're selling them.
Yeah.
You don't want to
dirty DM salesperson. Do it the right way.
Do it the right way. If you do it this way, what ends up happening is these people will want to jump on because they want advice. And after you've earned their trust and their guard is down, now I'm not going to get to the sales script. This is the DM script to get them on a sales call. But at the end of a sales script, you always just want to say like, well, what do you want to do from here? And they're going to tell you like, well, do you have anything like that could help me with this? And they're going to sell themselves. And then you can be like, yeah, I do. Is that something you want to like, do you want to jump into that? Or like, do you want to work with me? Like, and then you say like, why me? Like, why now? And then you let them sell themselves and then take the credit card.
Visa, MasterCard, Amex.
Boom. Boom. That's how you make money, guys. Like if you want to make 10 grand a month, like it's honestly, that's the magic number in this internet industry. And like, it's honestly the easiest thing in the world to do. I hate that people say 10 grand a month, honestly, because like it's that 5-figure number that for some reason is this mental barrier. But the truth is, and they relate it to 6 figures, which isn't true. 8,000 a month is 6 figures.
I feel like there's like these milestone numbers where it's like it becomes almost like 10 figures or 10K a month is like a milestone in most entrepreneurs or the internet guys, right? And then the next one is that it becomes like a 7-figure. Then it turns into like an annual thing. It's like, okay, I want to hit the 7-figure, the 2 comma club, right? They go through that whole milestone in their head. And that's just, you know, I mean, that's cool. But anyway, you look at it, Rob's right. $83,000 or $8,333 essentially is a $100K a year business. $83,333 a month is $1 million a year in revenue, right? So whatever way that you guys want to look at it, you know, set goals. And everybody might be different. Some of you guys who are watching this, you might be already at 10K a month and you're just trying to get to 20K a month. Totally cool, right? And every one of these videos that you guys watch in Dash University, and as we bring on all these amazing influencers, like Rob just came in here, he showed you yet another thing that you can go out and do. And you can go take action. You can do just, even if you don't do this whole flywheel thing, take some of the bits and pieces and implement that back into your business, because that's gonna just, all it's gonna do is just help increase your revenue, increase the amount of people that you're adding to your list, increase your bottom line. Like everything is just gonna help you increase and move up the ladder for your business. So for one, like Rob, thank you so much for coming out here and sharing that. Like I know you didn't have to go in depth like that, and I know you did, and I appreciate you for doing that, and I owe you one. But Rob, if they want to follow you, the group, where can they go out and follow you, get more information?
Yeah, guys, just check me out on Facebook, Robb Quinn, just ROBB, and then QUINN.
What's your Facebook group called too? The Facebook group. I know you have an amazing Facebook group, almost 8,000 people, which is amazing. What's that group called?
SMMA, 6-Figure Sales Secrets. So you can check that out. Also on YouTube, I'm just Robb Quinn on YouTube as well.
Yep. Guys, go check out his YouTube. Go jump into his Facebook group, SMMA. I'm in there, so if you have any questions, I'll be in there as well. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit us up in the Marketers Mindset group or the Dash University Facebook group. Thank you once again, Rob, so much for your time. We love you, brother. I appreciate everything that you've done for the community and that you continuously do for the community. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of Dash University. Bye, everybody.
Later, guys.